Hi all, happy evening. Um, this is day 28 of my GATE CS 2027 prep journey. Hope everyone are doing great. Hope everyone are doing fine. Hope everyone had a good productive day regarding studies. And instead of covering a lot of questions or concept like not in detail, I have decided to cover few questions or few concept daily basis, but that would be in detailed explanation along with the question also. So like I'll be covering few questions only, but like they are easy. But what I felt like it just starting of the CN subject. So I thought, I'll explain in like I'll explain the question also, what they are trying to ask in a question, and solution also. So I try to like I have GPT after solving the question, like what they are asking in the question and what we are solving also, because just solving the question, it was not getting that feel of the question and answer. So I've GPT'd the meaning of that question, what they're asking. So it was good. Like I did that new thing today while revising it. So like it's a good practice. I'm going to continue the same until unless I cover like everything from CM that I've covered till now. But I'll try to maximize the speed. I'll cover more questions and concept also from tomorrow, because today only I discovered this method. Like I've used this small sheet only, but like I'm not targeting to complete a lot of concepts or questions. I've covered only few questions, but since it would be useful in revising again, and after this I'm going to start solving PYQs, like GATE PYQs. So there that concept should be used, and I should not forget that. That's the main thing of revision, because you should remember everything that you have studied. Revision has to be very very strong. So yeah, let's start with it. I'll show you the full question from my full notes, and then I'll explain it. So here, like this question, finding like particular subnet, like let's say second subnet and third host. I have left with this question like last time recording, so I'll be starting here only. So in question, if you see, they have given IP address and subnet mask. Okay, so you need to first identify which class range the IP address belongs to, and subnet mask, of course, based on that class range you would see the subnet mask also. And here we need to find the third host in second subnet, fourth host in third subnet, and so on. Like there are three sub questions where we need to find the like different number of hosts and in that subnet itself. So that's the question. This is from my long notebook. You can see, I'll just keep it here, and if I go here, let me show you guys. This is so here if you see, this diagram I have made out of this question, like host would be inside subnet, and like base network, I have repeated this, what is base network. So basically this is network made up of subnet mask and IP address. So like outer circle indicates subnet mask, IP address, then subnet, and then host, and we need to find like host number within second subnet, like that in the question. So this is what I've understood from the question, because I needed to understand what they're asking and why they are asking. So yeah, that's the understanding I've made from this question. So coming back to solution, so if you see, what I've made is like in question, IP address to identify device, like why IP address is given and why subnet mask is given, that I have summarized. Like IP address is basically to identify a device. IP address is to identify device, and subnet mask is given to identify which part of IP address belongs to network and which part belongs to host. represent host, so that's why IP address and subnet mask is given. So I have written that IP address subnet mask. Then I've converted into, if you see 125 belongs to class A, and then subnet mask belongs to, like, same subnet mask belongs to class A. Default subnet mask is given, not default, I mean default only. Then converted into binary. After converting into binary, you can see an ID, SID and HID is given. What we need to find is second subnet, third host. So I have already told, like, subnet ID or number start from 0, like 000 indicate first subnet. So here we need to find second. So in binary would be 001, that is second subnet which represents it. I have written it. And since SID are 6 bits, we need to represent 1 in 6 bits. And host would be like, because 0.0.0 we cannot assign to any specific device because it's unspecified address. So host number start from 1 only. And so third would be third in binary that we are going to represent in the complete IP address. See, I have written the same thing here. So after converting, it becomes 125.0, 4.0.3. This is the first sub question. Like this, there are 2 sub questions. Let me see that. Where is it? So here, if you can see the second sub question, like the same first and third. Here also we need to find third subnet, fourth host. Third subnet would be 0, 1, 2, 2 in binary. And 2 need to represent in 6 bits. And same like fourth host. Fourth host would be 4 in binary only. So yeah, after converting into binary, IP address would be 125.8.0.4. Fourth subnet, first host. Fourth would be third, 8421. So need to represent in 6. I was confused while doing this. Like we need to represent whatever the subnet in number of SID. Like if there are 6 bits of SID, then in that bits only we need to represent this subnet. So yeah, I struggled a little there, but it's fine. I mean, with the time it will be more like smooth. So yeah, it's easy, it's not that difficult, but still. Moving forward, the question was, what consider 3 machines MNP with IP address, like for 3 machines 3 IP addresses given, and for all the 3 only one single subnet mask is given because all 3 belongs to same class. And we needed to find from the option like which belongs to, there were few, like 4 options, if those machine belongs to same network or a different network. So let me show you that. Where is my cheat? Not cheat, this is second. Sorry for this, I'm just again lost into my notes, but it's fine. See, because from questions also I have made my understanding and then I've written it here. 3 machines with IP address and subnet mask for all 3 same given. Need to find which machine belongs to same subnet or different subnet. So if you see, like all 3 machines, like MNP and their IP address is given and subnet mask is given. So it belongs to class B, okay, IP address. So we know 16 would be an NID and 16 would be HID. So here if you can see, the first 2 octets are same, so no need to convert or see there what to convert. In third octet 2 bits are there. First 2 bits are 1 1. because we are not going to check for zero zeros, because ending with 0 would give the 0 only, so no need to check. Only 1 1 for the first 2 bits from MNP we are going to check. And we are not going to do traditional bitwise ANDing between subnet mask and IP address, because it would be really long. There is shortcut. See, if you see, like first two octets are same in all 3 options, okay, only, and last octet is also same, only the third octet is different. So all the 3, take all 3. You can see here MNP I have taken the different octet only, and since only 2 bits we need to see, take 128 and 64. And you know how to convert 38 48 868 using 128 64 32. And here only 68, because it's obvious, for representing 68 in binary we need 64, so it's different than MN. Both are 0 0, so MN belongs to same network. So that's the answer for it. And yeah, that was the question. Going ahead, if you see, subnet mask for particular network they have given, we need to find the IP address pair which belongs to same network. Let me see my notes again. This is done. I think this is a gate question. Where is it? This is gate question, similar to above only. So IP address is given, and so what? Here again we need to convert it. In question, subnet mask given, need to find pair of IP address belongs to same network. So here, instead of doing a traditional bitwise AND, we had to do this. Only need to convert the common, like using 128/64 that bits, we need to take common between that octet, and that would be an IP address. So if you see first, 255, first 2 octets should be same. So in option, if you see 127.57, and here is 172.56, so it's not same. We are not going for this option, it gets eliminated directly. Then second option, first octet again same, so we can keep this to check later. And 191.203, 191.234, it's not same, so it is also getting cancelled. 128.8.129.43 and first octet are same basically, so we can keep. So while checking, there are 2 options to check, like so 2829, if you convert it to binary, we need to check last 5 bits. So I have, if you see, why last 5 bits here, because we don't check number of zeros, because they are assigned to host, and we since we need to find which belongs to same network, only we are going to see the number of ones. So 250, these are all are ones, so same, no need to check here, just see last 5 bits which are ones, because these are assigned to network. So that's why last 5 bit should be same from this option, 2 option that we are getting, like where 2 first octet was same. So here last 5 bits are not same after converting 28 and 29 into binary, so this option get eliminated. And after converting 129 and 161 in binary, last 5 bits are same, so this is the answer. Yeah, so this question, like why last 5 bits need to check, only because number of ones represent network ID, and in first 2 octets here both are same, so no need to check. Only here mix of zeros and ones are there, so that's why I need to check only last 5 bits. After this, what is the question? I think this was the last question. This is the last question for day, where Yeah, here I'll tell what I've discovered through this question. Like in class B subnet, we know IP address of one host and that given below. So IP address is for class A, okay, and subnet mask is, if you can see, it's kind of, not kind of, it's a class B. So I have GPT. I have searched, like I've taken the help of GPT. Why it's like, IP address is of class A, and then subnet mask is class B. So it's like they can be used. They can use any subnet mask apart from default subnet mask of that respective class. So it's fine. But this was a new thing that I've learned from this question. I'll again give the same question as it is, and I'll ask. Is it the same meaning? If I got any new meaning out of this question, I'll post it tomorrow. But till now, it's like you can take any class IP address range, and then subnet mask would be different class also. So it's not like, if you're taking one class and that subnet mask has to be of that class only. It's not the case. So it's like you needed to find the first IP address. So here, basically, the traditional method used to, bitwise ANDing of IP address and subnet mask. But if you can see, the shortcut is just if you do bitwise AND of 255.255, you will get the same, like 125, 134. There is no need to do anything there. And with 0 you will get 0. But if you see 112 and 224, there bitwise ANDing is needed, but not required to do completely the ANDing, bitwise ANDing traditional method. You need to just take help of 128, 64, 32, 16, 4 and so on bits, and see what are common in this two binary thing. So if you see in 64, and like 112 is represented using 64 plus 32, and 224 is represented using 128 plus 64 plus 32. So 64 and 32 are common, so if you add them it would be 96. So just take 64 and 32 and add them. So that's the trick here, instead of doing the traditional bitwise and you will get the final, like 125.134.96 that we have gotten, and .0. That's the first IP address. So yeah, till here I have revised, but yeah, some different thing I have tried today, and along with this I have upskilled, like I've studied that also. So yeah, I mean, it was a good day. Tell me about yours. How was your day regarding studies, and how many hours you have put in? Comment me down. So I've started with 11 hours. Okay, now it's almost these many hours. I mean, 6 to 7 hours I've completed today. So I'll study one more hour and then I'll end my day. So do let me know about your study, and how do you find my today's video about the revision concept that I've covered. And please do subscribe if you find me relevant, and if you want to see me more, if you want to see me what kind of rank I'm going to secure this time, just be with me. Your support means a lot. And thanks for coming and watching my video every day. That means a lot. And yes,